Okay, Your
Well,
Honor.
just
So
got a notification that we are streaming live on YouTube. This is a public hearing, although we're on Zoom. Can you all hear me clearly?
you're kind of quiet.
All right. Attorney Braille, did I pronounce your last name properly?
It's called Bria.
Bria. Okay.
Yes. Morning, Your Honor.
And good morning.
Yes, I believe a moment, maybe about 10 minutes ago, I recall seeing the defendant in the list, but I'm not sure if in the chaos of this morning, if she maybe clicked elsewhere. I guess first of all, I should confirm I checked the register of actions that I'm before you this morning, but I guess I should make sure that I'm not in the wrong place right now. Let me pull up the case number. Where did I?
486 and 829.
Yes, for Miss Knight. Yeah, 486, I believe, is the one now. If 9 is.
Somebody pulled her into a breakout room, I think.
Okay, I figured it might be that, but I also know with how people were just kind of coming and going, if maybe she would have clicked a different one or anything else. But I believe 829, Your Honor, I believe I see is at 11:05. So I have a exciting morning jumping back and forth between basically across the state and Zoom court. So if there's any minor delays, it should be apologies for me in advance. Both my coverages are out with COVID today that were supposed to alleviate the chaos this morning. So we'll be trying to best handle it.
Better on Zoom than having to drive.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll be here.
Person on the device labeled iPhone, can we get your name, please?
Megan Gilmer,
Spell your last name.
Gilmer.
What'd you say your first name was?
Megan, Megan.
Is your name on the court paperwork?
I got an email from April Bonner from UCHC, and she sent me the email with the link saying that I had a court date today. I was currently in the wrong courtroom, and then they sent me over to this courtroom.
Okay, give me your case number, please.
1 second. Sorry, 1 second.
Nope, that's okay. Was your name on the court paperwork, though?
I didn't receive one for this date. It was I had one for February 21st, and she told me that they changed it.
Okay, but listen to my question, please. Is your name on it specifically?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
9:35. She's at 9:35, and she's the second one.
Okay.
Plymouth nonprofit.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Wonderful. I
Want the case
apologize.
number? That'll help y'all better.
It might help if I checked my email you sent me the docket sheet, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was going off my spreadsheet, which is apparently not entirely evident. Now I've got your
okay.
I've got it. Thank you. Okay. And Ms. Gilmer, you said spell your name again?
Megan. Last
and
name
your last
Gilmer.
Okay, so they spelled your name wrong on the paperwork. That didn't help either. Okay, yes, I've got you. I'm gonna relabel your device so we know who you are. And just keep yourself muted for now. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, give us just a second.
I was making sure I was in the right room because I was in a different courtroom. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. Just give me a second, please.
Okay.
Okay, James Mitchell,
Yes,
your landlord is Boydell Development.
yes.
You're in the wrong courtroom. Okay, your case ends in 667, correct?
I don't have the paperwork with me, but I believe so.
Okay, then I'm going to give you your case number and I'm going to tell you the correct courtroom to go to. Okay. So let me know when you're ready to write this down.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you're on Fort.
Yes.
Okay, so your case number is 2239 4667.
Okay. 22394667.
Correct. And you're supposed to be in front of Judge Jacquet. He is in courtroom 538.
538. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
you are very welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So Horner, let me see. Okay, Ms. Horner, do you have your case number? You're muted.
Is it the one that says ID number, or you talk about case number?
Case number would probably start with like 2239.
Yes. It's
Okay.
22393249. Yeah, 22393249.
Okay, I see you. Mangled the spelling of your name on the court paperwork a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, the first part of my name and the last part is not spelled correctly.
But you are in the correct spot.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I was in the wrong spot earlier.
Okay, yep, just keep yourself muted for now, please.
Excuse me real quick. I kind of had the same similar situation.
You're in the
I
right
was just-
room
Okay.
at 9:30. Cathedral Venture
Yeah.
is landlord. Okay, your case ending in 5496.
5496, correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, people might get invitations to go into a breakout room to do an intake with a legal assistant. So if you get an invitation to go into a breakout room, please accept it. Okay, Your Honor, I think we've got everybody checked in for the moment. I'm going to start going into breakout rooms.
Okay, thank you for the assistance. And
You are very welcome.
started shortly.
Okay.
Ms. McMullen been sent to a breakout room?
Michael McMullen?
Michael McMullen, yes.
I thought somebody, Mr. McMullen, did somebody do an intake with you?
No, ma'am.
Oh, for some reason, I thought you'd gone to a breakout room already. Okay, well, let's take you to one right now, I guess.
All right, thank you.
Johnny,
Follow.
I think he figured it out pretty fast.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Eleanor Carey from UCHC. I was wondering if I could have co-hosting privileges.
Yes, you may. Good morning.
Thank you.
Cool. Ms. Horner, are you, what time is your court? What time is your case?
It is at 9:45.
Okay. I see Ms. Williams is checked in as well. Have you talked to legal counsel?
No.
All right. Once you have a conversation with legal counsel, we can call your case. So can you put your hand up in the chat? And then legal aid will know to, I'll see you to a breakout. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a button on Zoom. There's a button
Okay.
on Zoom that allows you to raise your hand.
It doesn't give me that option. It gives me an option of like chatting and reactions. Is it reactions?
Maybe it is
Nope.
reaction. Well, is it a more
Yeah.
button?
It's in the reactions. It says raise hand.
Okay, it's in reactions.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, thank you. Yeah, raise your hand so that way, pictures are shifting around.
Okay.
So that they keep track. And Ms. Williams is here and present. Have you all had a conversation? I'll wait until she speaks to legal counsel, and then you can talk to her counsel, or if they don't retain her, you all can go in a breakout room. But now that there's a counsel assisting defendants, Ms. Williams, you might as well wait until she talks to counsel. Mr. Bajani,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning. Are you sure you are in this courtroom?
I am not. Did you guys switch courtrooms? What was that?
Yeah, Judge Jacquet is in 538 now.
538?
He's in 538.
I don't believe I have any cases before Your Honor today. I thought I was waiting for Jacquet, but thanks for that information. I'll hop in there.
You are welcome. Good morning, Ms. Abdul-Rahim.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm hanging here.
That's all we can do.
Yes.
I have you checked in. Have you had a conversation with legal counsel? There's legal counsel. There's legal counsel available. Put your hand up in the chat. Ms. Horner. Ms. Horner, did you put your hand down?
Yeah. I thought I did.
Did you speak to legal counsel already?
No.
Keep it up until you have opportunity to speak to legal counsel. And Ms. Abdul-Rahim, there's a button that says reactions on the Zoom on your phone. If you click that button, you'll see raise hand.
Okay.
And leave that up, and that'll allow legal aid to kind of spot you out.
Okay,
so they can keep track of it.
okay.
Hey, guy, you good? Yeah, you coming, guys? What's your name?
Did you get Hicks?
Mr. Hicks, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Did you speak to legal counsel?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, are you ready to proceed?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Attorney Sprague, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Hicks, so you all can have a conversation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Hicks, you'll get a notification to go to room 15. I'm gonna put you all both in room 15.
Your Honor, and I just want to confirm, Mr. Hicks, it does not have representation at this time.
He does not.
Thank you.
Thank you for that confirmation.
Am I in the right courtroom?
Room 15, I'll see you, and I gave you breakout privileges about what you're doing. All right, when you all come out, we're ready to go on your case. Mr. Toussaint Joel,
Yes, sir.
good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I switched courtrooms, and this is my new courtroom. We've been sending defendants and plaintiffs to the correct courtroom. I don't see you on my side. What's your case number?
It is. It is 03. I don't even know. I think, oh, the ticket. It is SP 1394
All right, okay.
54.
All right. So, give me that SP.
SP 1394 5411.
Okay, most like you have Judge Sabree on your notice?
Judge who?
Is Judge Sabree on your notice?
Yeah, well, it wasn't anything on, it said Robert D.
218.
You're
It
in
said
room
Robert.
218.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You know, you like the way you zoomed in, click courtroom 218 on the joint Zoom hearings through the 36th district, and you should be able to get in that courtroom. Just tell them you were here. You were in the wrong.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Simone is here. Shalom, Knight. Hicks. Woodford. Kendall. Still waiting to speak. Council. Good morning, Ms. Kendall. You can't hear me. I can't talk.
No. You can join them. You can go in and join them.
I can't talk. And good morning, Keith from Seabreeze.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Are you a representative for Seabreeze LLC?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Have you had the opportunity to talk to DeAndre Morris?
I've reached out to Mr. Morris on several occasions, and he's not speaking with me.
Okay, so he's aware of court this morning.
Yes, I emailed him on Friday, and I tried calling him, but his phone's disconnected.
Okay. Just asking, I'll call the case. I'm getting messages being notified that people are in other courtrooms, so we're getting some kinks out and just be patient.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are welcome.
If I may interrupt, this is Yolanda Henry, the court reporter. For the name that says Keith, can I have your last name?
I'll spell it for you.
Thank
K, it's K, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, E as in Edward, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward, Y.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Carey.
Good morning, Your Honor.
It looks like Mr. Abdul-Rahim still needs to talk to.
Yes, I actually wanted to speak on that. One of our attorneys who is usually in Judge McClinton's courtroom is representing Ms. Abdur-Rahim. He is currently on the record in McClinton, but is trying to come over soon, Mr. Ronald Blanco.
Blanco?
Mhm.
All right, thank you for letting me know. So, Mr. Abdul-Rahim, I mean, seems like you have legal counsel.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Sure not to know.
Hi, Miss Knight. We can put you back in a breakout room. I understand you got disconnected.
So much. Thank you.
Okay, the attorney will be in to speak with you in a little bit. She may be speaking to someone else right now.
Got it. You're writing your name, not the name of the book. We're writing our names because some people might get the same one. We want to identify our book. Do not write the name.
Phone number ending in 2828. Can you identify yourself?
Yes, Montego Clowney.
Could you repeat your name again?
Montego Clowney,
And what time are you scheduled for?
10:30.
You're in the right courtroom. I think you're supposed to be in 538. Can I have your case number?
Yes, 223-89012.
One more time. 22.
Could you repeat that one more time?
223-89012.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
2389012.
Are you here for landlord tenant?
Yes, sir.
Is that Montego Clowney?
Yes, ma'am.
You're supposed to be in Jacquet in 7 minutes. So he's in 538. You're in the wrong courtroom.
Okay, how do I get there?
Okay, so you dialed a phone number to get in here, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then it asked you for a meeting ID.
Okay.
Okay, so the meeting ID for Jacquet's courtroom is 360
360
538
538
0000.
000. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, if Mr. Horka is available, I'm ready on the case with Mr. McMullen.
All right, Mr. Horka.
I am here.
Hooray.
Mr. McMullen, that is ending in 147. No one here? Okay. Calling case number 22394147, Logical PM versus Michael Jerome McMullen Jr. and all other occupants at 12737 St. Mary Street, Upper. May I have appearances for the record?
Morning, this is Joe Horka, P75969, standing in for Aaron Cox.
And this is Hillary Braley, P number 82889, here on behalf of Michael McMullen. Mr. McMullen, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Michael Jerome McMullen Jr.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. McMullen and counsel.
Good
We'll be
morning.
able to work out an agreement this morning.
So at this point, Your Honor, Mr. McMullen has been setting money aside, so he does have money to make a payment, but my concern is that the furnace is out. And when he reported it to Logical Property Management, he received a response by someone named Sana saying that they're not getting rent from him, so they don't have money, so he has to figure it out for himself, which is not appropriate on a multitude of levels. So,
I mean, do you have that? Do you have that email, or is that accurately what it said?
I have asked him to send it over to me, and it looks like he did. Your Honor, okay. Hi, Michael. I hope this message finds you well. This is Sana with Logical Property Management. We received your maintenance request regarding the heat issue. Unfortunately, the owner has no funds, and we are not receiving any rent from you either to cover the expense. We do suggest changing your furnace filter as required, which he did. And then you're authorized to spend up to $200 for diagnostic and have them contact us, etc.
What was actually wrong with your furnace? Did you have a diagnostic?
I did not. I know the guy that I had come replace the filter, he let me know that there would be a cost for that and I should reach out to my landlord. So I honestly, I couldn't afford it. I've been saving money for the rent. So I wanted to wait until this case came so that I could actually present that. So I've been using my space heaters when I'm here, of course, and occasionally I cut the oven on if it gets too bad. But outside of that, I'm usually, working or out. So I try to, when I am here, I do have the space heaters. But I definitely wanted to keep that once this case came so that I could let you guys know that that was the outcome that I received. And I do have a receipt from the filter as well.
How much rent is owed?
Now the balance, I
No,
know
that's
that
it.
it, go ahead, I'm sorry.
$5,137.
You said 5,000?
137.
And looks like how much is your monthly rent?
700 a month.
Okay, I see Sarah made a payment. Sarah made a payment of 2,100 in July. Then another 2,100 in looks like June as well. When was your last payment?
My last payment, goodness, I can't even, because I know I've been dealing with Sarah for some time. I can't remember my very last payment. I want to say, are we in?
Well, in Your Honor, Sarah has paid out on this multiple times. The
Yeah,
last
I
one, it looks
can't
like it was
remember.
in December. And that was through Wayne Metro. But as I believe I stated when we first went on the record, he does have money set aside. It is not the full amount. He is appealing Wayne Metro's last decision because it looks like he should have one more month and should have been eligible for it when they paid out the first time. Obviously, I don't know how that's going to go. But he has been setting the money aside as he should be, given that the heat is not working.
700 a month. And when's the next time? Mr. Horkin, when can the furnace be inspected?
I can't give you an exact date, Judge, and I do have concerns based on the response that there may not be money to make that repair, but obviously I'll do what I can as their attorney to advise them of their obligations. I'll indicate that at the November hearing, this was not raised, and they also, the only thing that was raised is that the Sarah had been denied and they were going to try and appeal it, and that was back in November, on November 23. So it's been a couple months and that issue is still not resolved. And this is the first I'm learning as the attorney of any issues with the heat.
So, okay, after the hearing in November, it looks like Wayne Metro had approved it again because they paid out in December. I'm a little bit confused about the balance because it looks like the case was filed in November for $972. So if the rent's $700 a month, why is the balance over $5,000?
I can send you a copy of the ledger if you want to review anything.
That would be helpful.
Did I do this?
It shows as the last payment being made September 6, 2022, with a balance of $972. Last Sarah payment is registered as July 2022 for $2,100, and that left you with a cushion of $537. Rent being charged in August for $700, left you with a balance of $162, plus another $700, $862, plus court fees and charges for filing, which put it up to $972. How much are late fees? Looks like late fees are $35.
Yes, sir.
I gotta say, I was just gonna say, Your Honor, obviously I have not seen the pleadings or the court file.
Yeah. Do you have an updated ledger, Attorney Horkin?
Yes, I just sent it to Attorney Brayley.
Okay. I'm going to recall this matter. Next week. Do we have anything else ready?
Okay, so Mr. McMullen, I'm going to mute you again because that means I'm going to be taking a look at stuff and then he'll recall the case.
Okay, y'all, please take a look at that and I'll recall it. Looks like 511 might be ready, Attorney Harkin, City Living versus Sharrell. So the court will recall case ending in 5147. Case ending in 4147, the court will recall. I see Lisette Horner is in room 8. Has anyone had a conversation with her? I know parties are ready on that. Miss Williams is here. She's still in the breakout room.
Your Honor, I can go in and talk with her right now. I was trying to cover all of the cases with Attorney Gann's office, but I can talk with her until Attorney Sprague returns.
And Attorney Sprague here.
And Your Honor, when you're ready, we have terms for Mr. Hicks that we just need to put on the record.
Okay, I'm ready. And Mr. Maddy.
Yeah, I'm Steve Carter. I have 2 cases.
What are your case numbers?
22389013 and 22389012.
I'm going to ensure that you're in this courtroom. You're in Judge Sean Jacquet's courtroom in 538. Sorry for the inconvenience. I think you should just let them know that you are in my courtroom. He was just in this courtroom last week. So it's understandable. Yeah, we've had a lot of people appear here who's supposed to be in.
Oh, I can't hear you.
You're supposed to be in Judge Jacquet's courtroom this morning?
How do I get there? This says 436 on my paperwork.
Well, this is 436, but your case isn't going to get heard because I'm Judge Adam Sabree, and Judge Jacquet was moved to 538.
Okay.
On 36 District's website, how you find this courtroom, select courtroom 538. And
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Hey, Judge Sabree, am I in the right courtroom?
I don't think so.
Do you have any palace law cases at 10:30?
You're not in the right courtroom.
What's Jacquet?
538.
538? All right, thank you.
360-538-0000.
Okay, yeah, 360-538-0000.
Thank you.
You have to zoom in direct. Does anyone talk to Sherry L. Kendall? I'm seeing a lot of people in the breakout rooms, but just sitting in.
I spoke to her, Judge. She's just waiting on legal counsel for legal advice.
Thank you. And parties ready to proceed on Hicks?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks. Was that Mr. Hicks who said that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
do we need
Your Honor.
counsel to put the terms on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we don't need legal. I don't believe Mr. Hicks is represented. He's a pro per client.
Okay, calling case number 22395496. This is Cathedral Venture LDHALP versus Bob Reese Hicks and all occupants at 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1509. May I have appearances for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Mr. Hicks, could you?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Bob Reese Hicks.
Morning, Mr. Hicks. Today is the date and time set for a second hearing for non-payment of rent. Have parties had an opportunity to talk?
We have, Your Honor. We've come to terms for a conditional dismissal. Mr. Hicks indicated he would be providing payment this week. We have agreed that his pay or move date would be February 16th of 2023. The past due rent amount is $415, other fees of $350, and court costs of $158. Make it a total payment of $923 on or before February 16th.
Said $923.
Yes, Your Honor, with box 4B checked.
Is checked. And what is the $350?
The $350 is a $50 monthly late fee.
Okay, is this accumulated?
Correct.
All right. Mr. Hicks, do you understand the terms of this agreement?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I wish you luck. Do you think we need a control date?
A control date would be lovely, Your Honor.
You say yes?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's come back March 13th. March 2nd. I have one. I want to make sure March 2nd is the real date.
March 27th. So February. What do you want?
March 1st work parties.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's come back. So in the event this conditional dismissal isn't satisfied, with a control date, is that too far out for a control date? If the move out date is the 15th?
The 16th, Your Honor, if you have something earlier, we would appreciate it.
Look, if I can accommodate the February 22nd. February 22nd.
That will work, Your Honor.
At 9:30. It's a pretty heavy docket. So hopefully this is wrapped up before then. But you're free to go right now. Are you submitting? Do you all have do you have Mr. Hicks' contact information to where he can or consent to sign his name on the conditional dismissal?
He will be signing it with the property manager tomorrow afternoon, is my understanding.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Hicks?
Yes.
All right, well, good luck. And in the event that you don't pay the 9/23 on or before February 15th, there's a control date set for the 22nd. 4B will be checked to where parties don't have to come back to court, but worst case scenario, we'll be back to court on the 22nd. I haven't seen the terms of the conditional dismissal, but you have to pay or move out by February 16th. But you want to pay by February 15th. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, I'll see you back on the 22nd, if necessary. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I had another case where the conditional dismissal was faxed to the court, and I'll refax it today because I do not see it on the ROA, but it's the case ending in 5490 whenever you're ready to call that.
5490.
Yes, Your Honor.
For Shayla Gentry. All right. Is Ms. Gentry here? I'll call. Calling case number 223954990 Cathedral Venture versus Shayla Gentry and all occupants of 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1110. Could I have appearances for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Good morning. Is Shayla Gentry here? Is anyone who resides at 80 East Hancock, Unit 1110? The plaintiff's counsel has indicated that a conditional dismissal was signed in this matter between defendant and plaintiff. Could you place some terms for the conditional dismissal on the record?
I can. Let me pull those up real quick. Okay. I show that defendant agrees to pay the balance on their account and court costs associated in this matter in the amount of $3,425 for past due rent, $50 in late fees, and $158 in court costs for a total amount due and owing of $3,633. According to the following schedule, $1,100 payment on or before December 14th, $1,100 payment on or before December.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
My apologies.
I cannot keep up. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
my apologies. Let me start over. Past due rent in the amount of $3,425, $50 in late fee, and $158 in court costs for a total amount due and owing of $3,633, according to the following schedule. The conditional dismissal was signed in December, and so the first payment was due of $1,100 was due on or before December 14th of 2022. Another $1,100 payment was due on or before December 28th of 2022. $1,100 payment on or before January 11th of 2023, and a $1,208 payment on or before January 25th of 2023. And additionally, box 4B was checked on that.
And parties been keeping up with the obligations, or is this our parties requesting it? What's going on in this matter?
We show that she has made several of the payments, but she has not made the payments in full, which is why we've submitted the CD. So it's our understanding that we have to abide by those rules. Until that's signed, we can't get a judgment. But I do show that the court, and we do show that there's been significant attempts by Ms. Gentry to provide that payment. So at this point, we would like to just submit the CD and allow her a little bit of extra time for that final payment.
Okay, all right, well, let's note it in the file. The court will sign a conditional dismissal when we get it, and if there's an issue, feel free to contact the court. So. All right, has anyone had a conversation with counsel and is ready to proceed? Or, let's see, Ms. Schneider, have any of your defendants checked in?
It doesn't look like it from what I can see on the screen.
Okay, let's see if I can round up a few more. If anything else is ready to go, I'm going to call it first, just because I know there's been a little bit of confusion with courtrooms. So if it comes down to a matter of minutes, the defendants may show up, but phone number ending in 4931.
Hello? Hello? 4931?
Yes, could you identify yourself?
Oh, yes, thank you. Antoinette Durden, case number 2239-4386.
4386. Time rescheduled?
Pardon? Yes, City Club.
What time is your court date scheduled?
I thought it was at 9:30 today. It was a follow-up. I made my payment, City Club Apartments.
Your Honor, this is a 10:30 case for Judge Jacquet's courtroom.
Okay,
Oh.
you're actually in courtroom 538. The Zoom code for 538 is 360.
Okay. Number to put in after I call the number? Yes. Okay, I'm ready. Thank you. I'm ready.
For the Zoom code is 360.
Yes.
538.
538.
00. So
4 zeros.
4 zeros, yeah. Good luck.
53. Okay, I'll go over there. Thank you.
You're welcome. iPhone. There's an iPhone here.
Hi, Judge. I was trying to figure out where Judge Alicia, I believe, Jones Coleman for 436. Is this still the right courtroom?
I don't know if this is the right courtroom. I've been inheriting cases from a lot of judges, but what is your name? That's what we.
Okay, for Jonathan Hollins and Kataria Weaver. I'm sorry, I thought I put it in.
No, sorry. Jones Coleman is in 537.
Your Honor, excuse me, this is another Jacquet case.
All right. So you have to zoom into Judge Jacquet's courtroom. I have the Zoom code. It's 360-538-0000.
And then what's the judge's name?
Judge Sean Jacquet, JACQUE.
Okay.
And Nigel Jennings, you're in there as well. You're wasting time in my courtroom. And Stephen Bowles. Stephen Bowles, you're not supposed to be in here either. You need to be in Sean Jacquet's courtroom. Judge Jacquet.
And Mia
Attorney Snyder,
Rubens.
I have your file set aside. I'm also keeping an eye on Williams versus Homer. Is Homer ready?
Your Honor,
Good morning.
good morning. Can I just, Ms. Williams, I've been trying to get you to come into a breakout room. When I send you a message, please respond to it so we can talk.
Ms. Williams?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that you were trying to reach out to me. What is it that you need me to do?
When I send you the signal to join the breakout room, please click on that and join. Ms. Horner, is there a reason you left the breakout room?
I just seen a little box. I thought I clicked on it.
Okay.
I moved her back into the main session. Feel free to move her back into the
Okay,
breakout.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Judge. I wasn't finished, but thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Has Deandra Morris checked in? Is there Deandra Morris? And Attorney Blanco, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Have you had a conversation with Ms. Abdul Rahim?
Not yet, Your Honor. May I be placed in a breakout room with her?
Sure can.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Want to put you all in room 11.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Gilmore, are you ready to go on your matter?
I believe so. I haven't spoke with an attorney yet, though.
Do you want to?
I think so. But yeah.
Well, can you place your hand up in the chat? Want to make sure that they're aware that you have spoken to counsel. Mr. Bowles, good morning. Mr. Bowles, I see you have your hand up. Good morning. I can't hear you. Mr. Bowles, can you try talking?
Yes, Judge, get to Alicia Jones Coleman. I'm sorry, sir, I didn't hear you.
I see you put something in the chat. Let's see, you're on 7846. Who's that? Yeah, Mr. Bowles, you need to zoom into courtroom 538. And there's some instructions in the chat.
Good, thank you.
And also, I'll put it in the chat again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. Attorney Abbott. Blanco's in the room with Ramin for 395. We can proceed on 404 shortly. And is Gary Gaines, is there a Gary Gaines in the lobby? We can possibly, I can start calling defaults. I'm going to call Attorney Schneider's first, Mr. Abbott. But it doesn't look like any of your tenants have checked in except for, well, any of the defendants on your cases checked in except for 395. So
Very well, thank you.
Attorney Schneider.
Hello?
Yes, Judge.
Ready to proceed?
Yeah, I have a, can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me? I have a meeting with you guys next Monday. I'm not sure how to get on this internet and do the Zoom, because is there any way I can call?
Who do you,
Excuse me?
can you state your name for the record?
I can't hear you, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Juwan.
Do you have a
Juwan
last
Vincent.
name, Juwan?
Yes, I do, Vincent.
And are you scheduled for a case in this courtroom today?
Oh, no, I'm scheduled for Monday, and I was asking, is it okay if I can call? Because I can't do it on the phone, because my internet service is terrible over here.
Yeah, you can call in just the same way you called in today.
And I can have a conversation over the phone.
Exactly like you're doing right now.
Okay. Okay. So are you sure about that? Because I want to get this thing situated. So
You're in the middle of the court session. You called into the court. I'm about to call the case, and you're calling. As Juwan. Nice to meet you, Juwan. But we're in the middle of the court, so this is for sure an effective way to get into the courtroom.
All right. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Just make sure it's all right. Just make sure you have the right courtroom, because we're doing a lot of. I just switched over. This is Judge Sabree's docket. If you have Judge Sean Jacquet, he's in 538 now. So if anything, I would check the internet, type in your name or case to make sure on Saturday or Sunday, just refresh yourself of what courtroom you should be in. But the court will see you back next week.
So it's not you. You're not the person. You're not the.
Judge, I can take him into the breakout room and answer all his questions. My apologies.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, excuse me. All right, we're gonna call 432, 433, and 437. Is McMullen? Is McMullen ready?
I'm not sure if Miss Braley is ready, Your Honor.
All right,
I know
we'll
she
call-
told me to wait in the she told me to wait on her. She had to go into another case.
Okay, all right. Calling case number 2239543. This is Evernest LLC versus Hakeem R. Whitehead and all occupants at 15478 Pinehurst Street in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances for the record?
Morning, Your Honor. Lisa Schneider for the plaintiff.
Good morning, counsel. Is Hakeem Whitehead present? Is there anyone who lives on 15478 Pinehurst Street present? Counsel, you may proceed.
Your Honor, this is a non-payment of rent case, second hearing. Rent to retain is $7,100. Court costs are $165 for a total of $7,265. Writ date would be February 16th.
Okay, and what date was this case originally scheduled for?
This would have been before Judge Jones Coleman, I believe, on December 12th. But I'm going to double check.
I believe my cases were, this case was scheduled out further, then moved earlier.
27th.
Scheduled for the 27th?
Yeah.
Okay. So this case was originally scheduled for the 27th. I am going to grant the default judgment, but I've been telling plaintiff's counsel that the 27th is going to be the move out date. Only because, I mean, you can put whatever date, but I don't want to be in a position signing writs when people thought they had court on the 27th and then they come back and there's already a judgment and a writ signed against them. So
okay.
Our clients at the 27th is will probably most likely be the move out date.
I'll put the 27th on there, Judge.
Okay, and the defendant appeared to the first hearing? Do you know? Do you remember?
I don't know.
No problem.
It says yes on the ROA, Your Honor.
What'd you say?
It says they did appear on the ROA.
Okay. Yeah, see all parts. All right. Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger with the default judgment. Counsel.
Will do.
Calling case number 2239543, Evernest LLC versus Lucretia Pinson and all occupants at 15703 Pinehurst Street, Unit A. May I have appearances for the record?
Lisa Schneider for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Lucretia Pinson present. Is anyone who lives at 15703 Pinehurst, Unit A present? Counsel, you may proceed.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I apologize for the interruption. It looks like one of our attorneys, Susan Rock, filed an appearance on this case, and I'm wondering if she did not get notice of the hearing date change. If we can pass on this, I'll contact her right now to see if she's appearing for this case.
All right.
Ma'am, may I have your appearance on the record? I'm sorry, Judge.
Sorry, this is Eleanor Carey from UCHC.
Yes, her name is on the notice that I received, the notice to appear, so I would imagine she received it as well.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'll recall.
Okay.
Calling case number 2239543, Evernest LLC versus all occupants of 12160 Dutchess Street in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances for the record?
Lisa Schneider on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel, does anyone live at 12160 Dutchess Street? For the record, the court does have a proof of service, certificate of mailing. well as the notice and demand for possession. Counsel, you may proceed.
Your Honor, this is non-payment of rent case, second hearing. Rent to retain is $5,835. Court costs are $165 for a total of $6,000 even.
$6,000 each. Parties of occupants of 12160 Dutcher Street has failed to answer the call of the court. Default judgment is granted. As stated earlier, move out date will not be before the originally scheduled date for this matter. But feel free to submit a judgment and any notations or numbers related to ledger. Could you submit that as well?
I will, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And we'll recall at 147. Chime in, maybe in 20 minutes or so. We'll give her some time, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Now we'll get to the bottom of it. And then your 434 was a dismissal earlier, correct?
That is correct.
All right, counsel. So we'll recall 433 in a few.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Abbott, I think we can call some of yours. Check the breakout rooms. Parties ready on Williams? That looks like Attorney Moore still talking to.
I'm not talking. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
All right, well, court notes that you are ready to go. As soon as counsel is back, we'll call that matter.
Okay.
Oh, Attorney Ryrock, I'm sorry. I don't see you with the case in this courtroom, and a lot of attorneys are going, a lot of cases. Are you in Judge Jacquet's courtroom this morning?
No, I wasn't, but I checked with the Register of Action and it said it had been assigned to 436.
What's the case number?
22-391-843. All of us are going in a circle.
Absolutely. Can I give
You
the Zoom
included.
code? Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Zoom, you're in 538.
Oh, I just checked it. Okay.
Zoom
Sorry.
code is 360-538-000.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank.
Your Honor.
Attorney Sprague?
Were you calling defaults for the 9:30s at this time?
Yes. Yes, I am. Are you ready on? Let's see. On Woodford?
Woodford Attorney Moore is speaking with the tenant, so I am ready on everything but Woodford.
Okay, and everything else is a default, right?
Correct.
Let's keep going. Calling case number 223954991. This is Cathedral Venture Limited Partnership versus Dwyer Kemp III and all occupants at 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 0503. That appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Good morning. Is anyone present who resides at 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 503? Court is in receipt of a proof of service as well as a lease, certificate of mailing, and necessary pleadings. The court is entertaining all motions at this time.
Your Honor, we would respectfully request a default in the amount of $4,900 for past due rent, $300 in other costs, and $158 in court costs for a total due and owing of $5,358.
Court judgment is granted. Would you please submit a ledger with the judgment, counsel?
I will do so, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then the move out dates for these cases will be 27th, because that's the originally scheduled date for this matter. So the court's not going to issue, at least my courtroom won't issue a writ before that date in the event that parties assume that was the court date. Calling case number 2239549. This is Cathedral Venture LDHALP versus Keith Raymond. His first name spelled K-I-E-B. Last name R-E-Y-M-O-N-B. Who resides at 80 East Hancock, Unit 1405. Could I have appearances for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Good morning. Is Mr. Raymond present? Is anyone who lives at 80 East Hancock, Unit 1405 present today? Counsel, you may proceed.
We would respectfully request a default this morning in the amount of $5,476.54 in past due rent, $250 in other costs, and $158 court fees for a total due and owing of $5,884.54 with a pay or move date of 2/27.
All right, default judgment is granted. Submit a ledger along with the judgment. Ms. Boyer. Ms. Boyer, can you identify yourself?
Raylia Boyer. In regards to email Boyer.
What time's your case scheduled?
I'm not 100% sure because I didn't receive any paperwork. I did call down to the court Friday and they gave me this information to dial into your court because it was scheduled with Judge Jones Coleman in this courtroom. So,
Okay.
Your
All
Honor,
right.
this is Eleanor Carey from UCHC. I believe this is the case that Attorney Wyrock was just here for. It's in Judge Jacquet's courtroom this morning.
Okay, you're at 538 this morning.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Parties are ready on Horner.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna finish. I'm going to Attorney Gann, you still have one more with Attorney Moore as well, right?
Yes, and I believe we need to go in a breakout room regarding that. So
Okay, so
if you want to wait for the other defaults.
yeah, I'm gonna call Horner first. And the Lisa Williams Horner case, and then you all have the opportunity to go in a breakout room. If busy, then I'll call your default.
Thank you.
Calling case number 22393249, Lisa Williams versus Lisette Horner, and all occupants. Could I have appearances for the record?
Ms. Williams?
Yes,
State your
sir.
name for the court.
Lisa Williams.
Good morning.
Good
For the
morning.
record, Your Honor, Sharon Moore, P70411, Michigan Legal Services, here on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Lizette Horner. Your Honor, I've spoken with Ms. Williams and attempted to get an understanding of what is going on in this case, because I do not have the benefit of the notice to quit in front of me, but Ms. Horner provided me with information on it. The notice to quit is dated July 25th, 2022, but it says a move out date of August 1st, 2022. So that notice to quit is defective on its face, Your Honor, as it does not provide for the appropriate amount of time. So for that reason, Your Honor, we're respectfully asking you to dismiss this matter.
How much? I am inclined to dismiss this matter. The court recognizes, did we call this matter? Did I call it yet?
I don't know that you did, Your Honor.
right.
I know that you said that Ms. Williams had been waiting, and could someone please talk with Ms. Horner? So I
Okay, let me
did
call it.
that.
Calling case number 22393249. This is Lisa Williams versus Lisette Homer and all occupants at 1427 18th Street, upper unit. Could I have appearances for the record?
For the record, Your Honor, Sharon Moore, P70411, Michigan Legal Services, here on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Horner. Ms. Horner, please unmute your device and state your name for the court.
Yes, Lisette Horner.
Thank you. And Ms. Williams, could you state your name for the record?
Lisa Williams.
And good morning, Ms. Williams. Thank you for being patient. How much rent is owed in this case?
$14,725.
Your Honor, with the monthly rent stated to be $800 a month, I'm not really sure how she got to that amount. That's one of the other difficulties with this case, is that it's not clear where the numbers are coming from. And I believe it was filed as a termination of tenancy, but didn't state a reason.
She only paid 1 month's rent, and security deposit. I really just want her out.
Ms. Horner, when's the last time you paid rent?
Honestly, I do not remember the last time I actually paid rent. I do not have the other receipts to prove about me paying the other part of the rents. My fiance had actually helped pay for that part. We don't have the other receipts. I just had the very first one.
Okay, so when's the last time? And Ms. Williams, I need you to, I'm gonna mute your device.
I'm sorry.
So Ms. Horner, how much is your rent per month? $800?
It is $800 a month.
And when's the last, you said you don't know the last time you paid rent?
No, but I do have the receipt that says for the first time when I first moved in, which was March 18, 2022, which is the $1,600.
So you paid $1,600 to move in. So
Yes,
that's like
for the
first month rent and security deposit?
yes.
And you haven't made a payment since?
No.
When do you plan on paying?
I am not currently working right now. I had lost my job because of me not having a steady babysitter. My fiance can't work right now due to him being a felon. So I have been trying to find me another job right now. I've been trying to find another job. I just got a new ID coming in. I've been trying to find me a new job.
Felons can work. I know a lot of felons working every day.
He's telling me that a lot of jobs been holding him back because of it.
You should tell him that somebody's got to pay this rent. Somebody has to pay this rent because nobody can live in a home free, and Ms. Williams has to pay property taxes too. This case was filed in July of 2022. How did it take so long for us to get here today? Let's see.
Your Honor, are you? Your Honor, Your Honor, I beg to differ because the Registry of Action shows that this case was filed in October. So I don't know. I mean, the notice to quit states July, but the case itself was not filed until October.
And Ms. Williams, I would suggest retaining counsel. This is a termination of tenancy case. And I have the summons, the complaint, but the notice to quit to recover possession is defective. Parties are entitled to a month's notice, and this notice states that you must move by the 1st of August, and it was sent July 25th. I think that it's February and we're getting to this point right now, but this court has to dismiss this matter because of the improper notice, unless parties are willing to waive notice. Are parties willing to waive notice?
No, Your Honor, we are not.
And Ms. Moore, are you planning on filing an appearance in this matter?
I am, Your Honor. I will file an appearance. It'll be electronically filed today.
Okay. Is this your motion to dismiss?
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant respectfully requests a motion to dismiss for the defects of the notice to quit.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna hire an attorney and I'm gonna see, can I get her moved out? Because this is ridiculous. I don't have money to keep paying this. I don't. I work 6 days a week. This is ridiculous. Seriously, I just want the girl out of my place. So if I have to sell it, then I'll sell
Are
it.
you paying the, who's paying the utilities?
I do. The utilities, everything is in my name.
Ms. Homer, you're living for free, huh?
I've just been trying to find me another job is what I have been trying to do.
No, it's not about your employment. I mean, you can have money in the bank. Are you living for free right now?
Right now, yes, because I've been trying to find me a job.
But what's stopping you from giving Ms. Williams her property back. If you haven't been paying rent, why not move out?
I don't have another spot for me to move me and my children at right now at the moment.
Your Honor, if I may, we tried to speak with Ms. Williams about working out some kind of repayment plan where there would be some assistance. Ms. Williams flat out refused to discuss any sort of repayment plan. So while defendant is cognizant of the fact that you don't get to live somewhere for free, because of her situation, the funds that are available to her require the landlord's participation in the program. And if the landlord won't participate, it's kind of hard for the defendant to go through the program.
Ms. Moore, please don't put anything on the landlord. She owes $15,000.
Your Honor, that hasn't been supported by anything other than her allegation. If she's going to state that there's $15,000.
Saying that she hasn't paid rent since March. She said it on record that she hasn't paid rent since March. I hate dismissing this matter, but matter is dismissed. This concludes this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hopefully parties are able to maintain their property, and hopefully Ms. Horner, you find employment, but that's dismissed without prejudice, so parties can refile and file for a separate action for rent if necessary.
So the case is just dropped, period?
Yes, you may refile it, but you have to refile with proper notice.
I'm sorry. You're
Crazy. I don't
talking.
believe this. I just don't believe this. I don't believe this. I really, really just don't believe that they just did this to me.
All right, this matter is concluded. Please refile. Is dismissed without prejudice. Attorney Moore spotted out a defect in the notice and motion to dismiss it. And there's a defect in the notice, and pursuant to the court rules, I have to dismiss it. So, Ms. Williams, if you have to refile your matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be back with the other case.
Do I just join the break room?
Yes, please.
Dismissal, whatever.
Yes, Your Honor, I will file the dismissal. Thank you. And
Okay.
I just don't believe this. How do I close this out? I can't get out of this, Lauren.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Braley. If Mr. Horka is available, I think we're ready for McMullen to be recalled, but also if I could have co-host back, that would be delightful.
Mr. Blanco.
And Your Honor, yes, my hand is raised because case is ready to be called back, recalled.
Okay. And what about Woodford? Party's ready on Woodford.
I'm still waiting to speak with Attorney Moore.
All right, you can message her and try to get that going. Meantime, going to call party. Who said they're ready on McMullen?
That would be me, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll do that and then we'll get to 395. Now, Mr. Blanco, do you have to run to another courtroom?
I do, Your Honor. I'm also assigned to
Let's
Judge
call this one
McClinton.
first. Let's call this one first.
Thank you, Your Honor.
3995. I call it over. Okay. Right on the top. Calling case number 22393395. This is United Property Management LLC versus Nicole Abdur Rahmin and all other occupants at 17376 Beeland in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances for the record?
James Plaintiff P 26085.
Thank you, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ronald Blanco, P number 85775, appearing on behalf of Ms. Nicole Abdul Rahim, President of the courtroom.
Good morning, Mr. Blanco. Ms. Abdul Rahim, could you state your name for the record?
Nicole Abdul Rahim.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Parties
Your Honor.
worked out an arrangement.
Yes, Your Honor. The parties have agreed to, through a conditional dismissal, convert the case to a termination with a move-out date of March 10th. With 4B checked, Your Honor.
That's correct.
The party, do you understand what's going on, Ms. Abdul Rahim?
Yes.
Okay, as long as you understand, I'm comfortable with it. Attorney Abbott, I heard a consent as an agreement. Are you in agreement with this conditional dismissal?
Yes.
All right, conditional dismissal is granted. Do we need a date to come back, or are we okay?
We're okay.
Yeah, that will be all, Your Honor. We'll send over the conditional dismissal today or tomorrow.
All right, thank you. Could you send it over with the ledger? Well, parties have talked and agreed. It's not a default judgment, so just send it over. I'll make sure we sign it. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Ms. Rahim, I'm gonna speak with you in a breakout room briefly, real quick, okay?
Okay.
All right. Attorney Braley?
Yes, Your Honor.
Said you're ready. You stated you're ready on 147 with McMullen.
Yes, if Mr. Horka is available.
Mr. Horka.
Morning again.
Good morning. I know you're moving around. Are you ready on 147, McMullen Jr.?
Attorney Braley, I have not gotten an approved response on that matter yet.
Well, crud. Okay. Never mind, Your Honor. My apologies.
Okay. All right. No worries. I'll call the rest of your defaults, Attorney Spray. And Lucretia Pinson. We call this matter Lucretia Pinson. She talking to
Lisa Schneider's
that's,
here,
that's
Judge.
Attorney Robbins' case. That's right.
She's here.
Good morning,
My
counsel.
video is
Good morning, Your Honor.
stopped by you, by the court. Is there any way to unstop my video from coming up?
You're all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, calling case number 2. Do parties need to speak? Just do.
We did, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, let's do that. So I'll put you all in a breakout room.
No, we already spoke.
Oh, parties already spoke? All right.
Yes.
We did, Your Honor. We're both on board as long as if hopefully if the court's on board. We need an adjournment till February 27th, the original date for this case. We both need to investigate some issues. So we're asking for more time. And we're hoping that you can set it for February 27th.
Okay. I'll set it for February 27th. It may be a busy date. I'll call the case first.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Calling case number 22395433 Evernest LLC versus Lucretia Pinson and all occupants at 15703 Pinehurst Street, Unit A. Can I have appearances, please?
Lisa Schneider on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Susan Rock, P number 34497, representing Ms. Pinson. Good morning.
Good morning. And is Ms. Pinson here?
No, Your Honor, I think she thinks it's for February 27th.
That's my suspicion with all the defaults I've entered for the last 2 weeks. The court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to the originally scheduled court date of February 27th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. It's the court's suspicion, along with counsel, that defendant may have assumed this case was on February 27th and may have not received the second notice. So the court finds good cause to adjourn this to the original court date. I'll see parties back that day. Ms. Schneider, I think this concludes your cases.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So have a great day.
Thank
You
you so
too.
much, Your Honor. You too.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care, Ms. Brown. Can't go on Marlon yet. Is Jake Matthews or Akinelli state? Yeah. All right, Judge, let's see. Okay. I'll keep calling your defaults. Great. Calling case number 22395497. This is Cathedral Venture versus Torian Ely and all occupants at 80 East Hancock, Unit 1602. May I have appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Good morning. Does anyone reside at 80 East Hancock Street in the city of Detroit? You may proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, at this point, we would respectfully request a default judgment in the amount of $4,294 in past due rent, $400 in other costs, and $158 in court costs, for a total due and owing of $4,852. With a possession, certainly. Past due rent of $4,294, other cost of $400, court cost of $158, for a total due and owing of $4,852, with a move out date of February 27th.
All right, default judgment is granted. Thank you, counsel.
No problem. Your Honor, are you requesting a ledger to be submitted with every default judgment today?
I would like it. I would like it, depending on the amount. I may sign some without it, but it would help. And then I get these cases, I get the judgments 2 or 3 days after we have the hearing. So it's just a safeguard. So it doesn't have to be a phone ledger, but just some type of accounting, because we can't see each other. We're calling defaults, it's a rescheduled date, so it may save some confusion.
Okay,
Maybe a
thank you,
bit
Your
of a burden, but I think it's just it's more on the lines of fairness. You have 2 more?
I do.
Yeah, I think you have 3 more, and 2 can be
I-
called.
Yeah, I have two. I have 2 defaults, I think, and then I have 2 that need to be recalled. One is the Woodford that I'm still waiting to speak with Attorney Moore on. And then I'm also covering the, there's another one for Midtown for Kyla Chapman, and I believe I need to speak with Mr. Wright or Attorney Wright regarding that. He'd sent over terms for a CD.
And I'll call these 2. I'll see if Midtown. Calling case number 22395494, Cathedral Venture versus Merle Dunlap and all occupants at 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1410. May I have appearances, please?
Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Good morning. Is Merle Dunlap present? Does anyone live at 80 East Hancock, Unit 1410 in the city of Detroit? Court's in receipt of proof of service, certificate of mailing, summons, complaint, demand for non-payment, as well as a lease agreement. Counsel, you may proceed.
Your Honor, we would respectfully request a default judgment in the amount of past due rent of $882, court costs of $158 for a total due and owing of $1,040.
All right, thank you. Counsel, default judgment is granted. Please submit some documentation along with these. Balance is pretty low, but hopefully they pay. But calling case number 22395495, Cathedral Venture versus LaDawn McFarland and all occupants at 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1412.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter. At this point, I'll wait for you to ask for his appearance. My apologies.
No, that's fine. Does anyone, is there a LaDawn McFarland? Or does anyone live on 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1412? Could I have your, there's no call, no answer. For the record, no one has responded to the call of the court for LaDawn McFarland or anyone who lives at 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1412. Counsel, you may proceed.
Your Honor, we would respectfully request a default judgment in the amount of $7,250 in past due rent, other cost of $350, and court fees of $158 for a total due and owing of $7,758 with a move out date on or before February 27th.
Default judgment is granted. Please submit documentation to the court.
I will do so. Thank you.
Jade Matthews, present. Akinelli Spate. Attorney again, I don't see the other case that you mentioned other than the one with more.
The other one was a control date for today of a conditional dismissal. And it is ending in, apologies, let me pull that up. Uh, 9004 Brainerd Street Apartments versus Kyla Chapman. And it was scheduled for 10:30. And we are looking for terms for a conditional dismissal. So if it's possible to get another control date. I don't see Attorney Wright in here. So
I don't see it on my docket either.
let me I'll pull it up on the RO, Your Honor. My apologies.
Attorney Abbott, I'll try to call some of your defaults. Is there anyone here who hasn't talked to legal counsel? And then Attorney Horka, I can start calling your defaults too. We'll have it first. Go.
Judge Sabree, this is Attorney Simmons. I'm not sure if I'm to be in this courtroom, but I think I am. And I'm not sure about my case being called earlier. It was on for 1025. I have the case number.
Curtis Jones.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is D'Angelo, are the Burtons present?
I haven't seen him in the courtroom, no, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you for checking in. You only have this one matter, and I see Mr. Jones is here. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
gonna just get these cases together and then we'll get through the rest of this document.
Your Honor, it's assigned to courtroom 436, but if I pull the ROA, when it looks at the judge of record, that's actually Judge Jacques. So I will log onto that one as well and see if he's still there.
Okay, you might want to go in there first and then bounce back.
Yep, I will do that. Thank you. And my apologies. Do you know what courtroom he is in now?
It's in 538.
538.
So,
Thank you.
need the Zoom is 360-538-0000. 360-538-0000. I think we can call 652. Party's ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Calling case number 22396252. This is Curtis Jones versus D'Angelo Burton, Princess Burton, and all occupants at 874 Stafford Street.
The property in question, Your Honor, is 2633 West Grand Boulevard.
Thank you. Staying on the record, property in question is 2633 West Grand Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan, 48028. I have parties to take appearances for the record.
Yes, Your Honor. Attorney Chandrika Simmons, P70608, on behalf of the plaintiff Curtis Jones, landlord, owner. And Mr. Jones is present here today. He is elderly and he has a little difficulty maneuvering, but he is present here today, Your Honor.
All right, can you tell me what's going on? This is a complaint for possession after land contract forfeiture, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. So the parties entered into a land contract. The parties a deposit was made, but the balance was never paid off. The parties never took possession of the property. My client still has possession of the property. What he's looking for is just a default judgment here regarding possession and that the forfeiture, that the land contract was forfeited.
Okay, is there a quiet title action going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I put that on my complaint. There's a quiet title action pending in circuit court before not Judge Kenny anymore. He retired. The new judge is, the name is escaping me right now, Your Honor. My apologies for that. That's under case number 202012404 CH. That has not been resolved as of yet. If Your Honor is inclined, we are okay with Your Honor not entering default, but holding this matter in abeyance pending the outcome of the quiet title action.
Yeah, well, this court needs a few documents, one being personal service.
One being what, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry if you can't hear me. The court doesn't have personal service on this file, nor is there a deed. And I would like to see a land contract too. So I don't have a problem holding this in advance, and we can kick this date out further. I know. Do you know, are you aware of is there an upcoming date in circuit court? I know circuit
Yep.
court is busy.
Yes, Your Honor, there is upcoming date. I believe we have a hearing next week for a motion for summary disposition by some interveners. So we do have a motion hearing scheduled for next week, I believe. Or no, not next week, Your Honor, the 27th.
Okay, when would you like to come back?
If we can come back sometime after in March, that'd be most ideal, or April. Either one is fine.
Okay. And
But let me ask the court, can I ask the court a question though, Your Honor?
Sure.
I did attach the land contract and the deed to my original complaint. I submitted that. So does the court not have that in their file?
Court doesn't have it in the file. Court has
And then
that.
personal service, I had my runner served them personally, and she went to and filed that with the court. Is that not in the file?
Yeah, nothing's in the file. When was this done?
The personal service was filed. That's in November 11th, 2022. And then I attached the contract for deed and the deed with my complaint when I came down personally and filed this, and that's not in there either.
Nah.
All right.
If you send it over, I'll set this date out to April. Let's see. We can go April 3rd.
April 3rd, Monday.
Monday, April 3rd. Let's go Tuesday, April 4th.
April 4th. All right.
Who's that, John? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna adjourn this matter.
That was Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones. I'm gonna adjourn this to April 4th, 2021. Council has attested on the record that a deed and you say a land contract was filed with the matter?
Yes, Your Honor, it's called a contract for deed. I attached it as Exhibit A, so I'm not sure why it's not there.
This file is very light.
Okay.
So I'll see you back April 4th at 9:30.
9:30. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Ms. Jones, you can leave.
All right, we're gonna do Abbott and then Attorney Landau. If everybody, if anyone has anything in the meantime, don't be shy. Speak up. Megan Gilmore is here. Our party's ready to go on Gilmore. I see you, Mr. Abbott, waiting patiently. Calling case number 22393401. This is Shack Property Management versus Janice McKinney and all other occupants at 8310 Schaefer Highway in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Name David for the plaintiff, P26085.
Thank you, Council. Is Janice McKinney present? Is anyone who lives at 8310 Schaefer Highway present in court? Counsel, you proceed.
Seeking default judgment in the amount of $3,342 plus court costs.
Default judgment is granted. Parties failed to appear. Please submit a default judgment to the court counsel. With some figures attached.
Do you want a ledger?
A ledger, yes, a ledger.
Very well, I can do that.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Down here at 36th District. Calling case number 22393402. Shack Property Management versus Arenia Scarborough and all other occupants at 19185 Lenore, Unit 305. May I have appearances for the record?
James Evans for the plaintiff, P26085.
Thank you, counsel. Does anyone live at 19185 Lenore, Unit 305? If you live in that house or live in that property, please make your name. Please make yourself known. Counsel, no one has answered the call of the court for 19185 Lenore, Unit 305. You may proceed with your motion.
Seek default judgment.
Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger along with your judgment. Thank you, counsel.
I can do that.
All right, thank you. Are we ready on Sabree?
Ready.
So, calling case number 22393404 Seabreeze LLC versus DeAndre Morris and all occupants of 1415 Parker Street, Unit 1152. May I have appearances for the record?
James, the plaintiff, P26085.
Thank you. Is DeAndre Morris here? Does anyone reside at 1415 Parker Street, Unit 1152? Parties have failed to respond to the call of the court and the call of counsel. Counsel?
Move for default judgment.
Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger with your default judgment.
I will do that.
On case number 22393405, Ellen Mercier versus Gary Gaines and all occupants of 1190 Seward, Unit 401. May I have appearance?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. James Evans for the plaintiff, P260.
Good afternoon. Does anyone live at 1190 Seward, Unit 401? Is Gary Gaines here? Counsel, you can proceed.
For default judgment.
Granted. Please submit a ledger with your default judgment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have some more in here?
That's it for me. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, if you're ready.
Ready? I'm ready. Or
Attorney Brea and I have a matter ending in 5486.
yes. And then you and Attorney Sprague have 5498 as well, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so we're gonna do 5486 and then can we do 5498 after that?
I think I still have to talk to Attorney Sprague before we can put that on the record, Your Honor. I apologize.
It's all right, but we're ready for 5486?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's call it. Calling case number 22395486 CR436 Novo Rainer Selden versus Shalom Knight and all occupants. May I have appearances for the record?
Afternoon, Your Honor. Mark Bria, P84626 on behalf of plaintiff.
For the record, Your Honor, Sharon Moore, P70411, Michigan Legal Services, here on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Knight, who is present. Ms. Knight, please unmute your device and state your name for the court.
Shalaya Knight.
Okay, Your Honor, at this time, the parties have been in communication about drafting up a repayment plan. There are just a couple of unknowns in terms of assistance. So the parties have agreed, if the court is willing, to a brief adjournment, if we could be adjourned until February 20th. That'll give us time to get the determination on the assistance that tenant has applied for.
How much rent is owed?
The current balance through February is $9,715.
When was the last time rent was paid?
I do not have a record of any rent being paid since my client purchased the building in August of 2022. I see a $100 payment made in December towards rent, which is $875 a month, but that is the only per the ledger that is only pertaining to my client's ownership of the building. That's the only payment receipt I have.
Okay, Ms. Knight, can you provide some insight? How much is your rent per month?
$875.
Okay, and when's the last time you paid rent?
Made a payment in December of 100.
Other than that, when's the last time you paid?
Back in October, I went through Sarah, so they pretty much paid the remaining of that, what I owed.
So are we clear on the balance?
Your Honor, that's one of the things that we need to research. Ms. Knight is saying that Sarah made a payment. The new owners acquired the building in July. She was already a resident there, and if Sarah made a payment, they may have made a payment to the previous owners, and I don't know. We just need to be able to determine if they did that, how much money was supposed to go to the new owners, or what was supposed to be the status of Ms. Knight's balance. That's why we're asking for time to do a little bit of research. She has also applied for additional funding through DHS. So it's not like she's just sitting back waiting for that. We want to clarify, we want to make sure that the ledger matches what Sarah has paid, then look at what SER is going to provide assistance on.
Okay, and you, Mr. Brad, you need to get a ledger as well?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the first I've heard of this Sarah payment. I know in speaking that Ms. Knight had applied for new assistance, and we're just waiting to, I think was told that she applied at the end of January. So we were hoping in that 2 weeks that could clear that up and see. But like I said, this is the first I've heard of the other Sarah payment. I can get access to the previous ledgers through the prior owner. The portal access I share with the client only has from their ownership. So I can look into that. But in other ones that Sarah payments have been made, it's reflected on here. Not saying that it's not the case, but my ledger just doesn't have it, and it's the first I've heard. So I'll need to get more information and look into that further before. So I think 2 weeks for it should be perfect time to be able to get to the bottom of it, from my end at least, and then should be, it seems like, enough from defendant side as well.
Okay, we can try it again in 2 weeks. Let's see when it's the best. March 2nd. We can do March 2nd. February 27th is a very busy day.
And February 20th isn't available, Your Honor?
Mr. President's there. We here.
Not here.
Oh, crap. Okay. I think the court may be closed on that day.
March 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, March 2nd is the earliest date.
Good time.
March 2nd at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's clarify that ledger.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll get to the bottom from my side, and Ms. Moore, if you have anything from your client from this Sarah payment, please do provide it. Like I said, it's I just have no record of that, so to get a little bit more before I can reach out to my client and the prior owner to get to the bottom of if a payment was issued, that will help point me in the right direction for it.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
We're going to take a brief recess.
It's only about 6 months.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to take a brief recess. I'll see what cases we have left. I think Attorney Moore.
I'm gonna go talk with Attorney Sprague right now, Your Honor, if that's acceptable to the court.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. Ms. Knight, you're free to go. I'll be in touch with you.
Okay.
Attorney Brad. Ms. Kendall, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Who you have counsel?
Yes, Haley, Braley, I believe her last name was.
Okay, hey, Braley, Ms. Attorney Braley.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no, we were mentioning your name. Are we ready to go on Kindle? 511? Shariel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Horka isn't here.
All right. But you all are ready, right?
Yes, I've sent him a couple text messages.
But for Mr. Horka, we will be rocking and rolling on this one. I'll sit tight. I'm just scrubbing through. Okay, not a problem. And when he comes, are you ready, Attorney Sprague?
I am as soon as Attorney Moore is in the room.
Okay.
Your Honor, can Attorney Sprague and I put a matter on the record, or are we in recess?
We can put a matter on the record. Absolutely.
Thank you, Judge.
498.
Yes, Your Honor, it is 5498.
All right. Calling case number 2239548, Cathedral Venture versus Kaylin Woodford and all occupants of 80 East Hancock Street, Unit 1606. May I have appearances for the record?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Oh, for the record, Your Honor, Sharon Moore, P70411, Michigan Legal Services, here on behalf of the defendant. I've spoken with Mr. Woodford. He had to go to work, so I am entering an appearance on his behalf in this matter.
Do we have a resolution?
We do, Your Honor. We've come to terms for our conditional dismissal.
Great.
The tenant has agreed that they will pay $1,200 on or before the 24th of the month, in addition to their timely monthly rent, beginning on February 24th. Plaintiff has agreed that if tenant provides timely rent on both of the monthly rent and that repayment agreement, they will agree to waive all late fees from March 1st going forward at the end of the repayment plan. And box 4B will be checked in this manner as well.
That is consistent, Your Honor, with our agreement for the matter.
4B is checked, you said, right?
Yes, Your Honor. And we would just request a control date.
All right. Mid-March,
Yeah, March 2nd control date would be fine, Your Honor.
March 2nd date. Too crowded. Well, March 2nd, we already have one on March 2nd, correct?
Yes, I do. I already have one on that date, Your Honor. If I can consolidate them, I'd appreciate it.
That's a Thursday. You're here on Thursday.
I'm usually here only on Mondays, Your Honor, but since it's just a control date, it won't be that much additional.
Court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to March 2nd, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. For parties as a control date. Parties have entered into a conditional dismissal. May appear in the event that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you, Attorney Sprague.
Calling case number 2239541, Jade Matthews versus Akinelli State and all occupants of 14912 East Burn Street. This case has a proof of service complaint. Also a note in the file that plaintiff is trying to receive Sarah, but it's been approved and parties would like to enter additional dismissal. There's a motion from plaintiff for dismissal, so this court finds it appropriate to grant that dismissal. Dismissal is granted. For the record, the court will likely enter dismissal. Parties haven't submitted one to the court. It's so confusing. Calling case number 22395503, Debbie Byers versus Tia Johnson. Tia Johnson or Debbie Byers present? Court recognizes that both parties are not present. Court also recognizes that this is an improper matter. So parties may not be aware of this court date. In lieu of a dismissal, court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to the original scheduled court date of February 27, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. Parties have a complete file. It's under the court's belief that parties would have appeared had this court date not been rescheduled. Considering the factors and considering that both parties are improper, court deemed it appropriate to adjourn this matter to February 27th at 9:30 a.m. Calling case number 22395531, Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corporation versus Lamar Hall and all occupants. That's this matter. Calling case number 22395532. This is Plymouth Nonprofit Housing versus La Corsica, Atkins, and all occupants. If you hear your name, please notify the court. Calling case number 22395533. Plymouth Nonprofit Housing versus Kevin Bonney and all occupants at 4111 Chrysler Drive. We'll pass that matter. Calling case number 22395534. Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp versus Keosha King and all occupants. We'll recall that matter. Calling case number 22395535. Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp versus Gary Solomon and all occupants of 4266 St. Antoine, Apartment A. That matter. On case number 22395537, Plymouth Nonprofit versus Aero Savage and all occupants at 4133 Chrysler Drive. Call this matter. Mr. Britt, are you still here? On case number 22393889 and 3829. This is Innovo Rainer Selden Investors LLC versus Jane Morris and all other occupants. Jane Morris present. James Morris present. Call this matter. Megan Gilmore. You have 530.
Yes, I'm here.
Call your case.
Your Honor, I believe the attorneys for the, oh, they might be coming back just now.
I think
for the
Mr.
Gilmore
Horka just went on the
case.
record in a different courtroom because he's Mr. Horka and has not yet figured out how to clone himself.
Yeah, I think the bigger problem is Landau and Cox haven't. They think that their clone is Mr. Horka.
Very true.
Yeah, that would be the real solution.
Yes.
Get their cases sometimes. Stop by the courthouse.
Honestly, I don't know how Mr. Horka does it. Sometimes he's on like 6 devices at the same time, and if I'm on 2, I'm having a fit. So
I don't think he does. He's not doing it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I don't get it either. It's an art.
The other issue, Your Honor, so we're ready, well, when Mr. Horka comes back out, we'll be ready with the Kindle matter, but he's still waiting on responses for the 2 others where I spoke with the tenants.
Okay. Megan Gilmore, did we do this matter already?
That's one of the ones where I think I'm waiting on Mr. Horka for that one.
I hope I didn't call it.
No, Judge, you didn't call it. You were giving her time to speak with legal counsel.
I'll recall it if I defaulted it, but I don't believe I defaulted it because parties would have noticed.
Okay, well, while Mr. Horka is still elsewhere, I guess there's another person that I can speak to in a breakout room.
Let's exhaust our resources. And Ms. Henry,
Yes, sir.
when would you like to go to lunch? See, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 10 cases left. So if we get to 1 o'clock, we'll call it and come back. But if we can.
We can keep going. I'm fine. Yep, I'm fine. Thank you.
Spades.
At this point, I would accept go fish.
Right.
Yeah, this is long.
Right, so 503. We'll have five. I think I call everything else. Other than 829.
So in Ms. King's matter, the one ending in 534, I asked Mr. Horka for an adjournment because I would appreciate having a short adjournment. She's waiting on ERAP.
534.
Yeah. I don't know if Horka's actually okay with that, but I just figured I would mention it.
Bargaining power is compromised right now. Okay, so you have a pending application, Ms. King?
Yes.
She does, and it's ERAP, so it's through the county. So it's I've said before, I can't really tell what the county is doing, but it looks like it's on the verge of paying out.
All right, what do you
She's not sure. Sorry, you're kind of quiet, Your Honor.
Yeah, I can't hear him really.
I am, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Switching courtrooms. Okay, so you're not sure what you owe?
No, I haven't received anything stating how much I owe. No.
She's got the pending ERAP, and then she also does have some money set aside. There are repair issues in the property. Did we want to go on the record with this without Mr. Horker, or are we just kind of chatting right now?
We're chatting. I just wanted to see.
Fair enough.
I really just want to get an idea of how much was owed. That'll tell me whether Mr. Horker will likely object anyway.
The rent's $852 a month. Ms. King, when's the last time you paid? Do you remember?
June. Like the end of June.
So it's up there, huh? So you say you got 5-digit tab at this point. See June. What are your late fees?
I don't know. I haven't received anything. Like I haven't received a bill. No anything.
So depending on what the late fees are.
Is this a Section A house? Section A property?
No.
I don't think so, no. This is part of the problem. Like there's not a whole lot of communication with the landlord, like the ceiling's caving in.
Let's go to calling case number 22395534.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Nonprofit Housing Corporation versus Keosha King and all occupants at 4306 St. Antoine Street, Apartment C. Have appearances.
This is Hillary Braley, P number 82889, here on behalf of Keosha King, who is here with us. Ms. King, can you state your name for the record, please?
Keosha King.
Okay, so I think Mr. Horka is on the record in a different courtroom, probably. Standing in for attorney of record, Mr. Landau, I think he was. So, in any case, I spoke with Ms. King in a breakout room. I was going to ask for an adjournment on this regardless because Ms. King has a pending ERAP payment. She does have money set aside as well. We're not sure what the balance is, but it's could be in excess of about $7,000, but we have no idea at this point. Like I said, we're waiting on ERAP, and then she does have money set aside. There's money available for the landlord, but the
heat has gone out in the property, although I believe it's back on now. Part of the ceiling is coming down. There's paint peeling off everywhere. There's rodents. And she's got 4 kids, the youngest of whom is 11 months old. So it's not ideal. If we could get a brief adjournment so that we can find out first off how much the ERAP payment is going to be. And then so that I can get a ledger and stuff from the landlord, that would be very helpful.
I find good cause to adjourn this matter to March. We're busy in March.
Well, I'll already be here on the 13th and 14th. No, the 13th. The 13th. If that's still got any space.
Can you make a, yeah, I'm not going to order an escrow payment, but good faith payment may be good. Maybe not the full amount, but it's always good to put something in the pot.
When you say the full amount, Your Honor, do you mean the full monthly rent amount?
Yeah, the full monthly rent amount.
Okay.
I mean, if you can make a payment, obviously make the payment. Make sure are you following appearance in this matter?
Yes.
Okay. Because, you know, we have lead paint issues and rodent issues. Winter time is always a little rough.
Wait, Mr. Horka.
Sorry, everybody.
Nope, that's okay. But this is one of your cases we're getting a German on.
On case, we're actually, the case is ongoing. We're still on record for case number 223955534, Yosha King and all occupants of 4306 St. Antoine Street, apartment number C. Could I have your appearance for the record?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, standing in for Mark Lando for the plaintiff.
All right, thank you. Parties have requested an adjournment. There's an ERAP application pending. There also was brought to the court's attention that the paint peeling in the unit, some rodent issues, as well as inconsistent heat.
And part of the ceiling caving in.
Okay, and ceiling is caving in. Now, is this plaster that could fall on a kid?
Yes, I have an 11-month-old. This happened in January, the beginning of January. My kitchen flooded from something in the bathroom. I was away from home and my children called me. I have video of it. I have pictures of it. And the plaster, it came down like my whole kitchen was flooded with water. It came out, they repaired wherever the leak was coming from. And they told me they would come back in a week to fix the plaster because it's hanging, but they needed it to dry. But I haven't heard anything. They haven't been out. And it's normal for them to do that. Then that's why I haven't communicated with them. I seen one of the maintenance guys and he said, he told me to contact the office, but at the same time, why do I have to constantly, repeatedly contact the office with the severity of the situation and me having an 11-month-old who's crawling, who's walking. And at this point, I called the city of Detroit out during the time when we didn't have heat. I called them out for my mom's apartment, but I had them come down and look at mine too to see the ceiling, which I guess they documented. And it's been over a month and they still haven't come out to fix the ceiling. And yes, the paint and whatever can fall on the floor. Yes.
If I may also.
Your house right now?
I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
If I may chime in just briefly too, I think also part of the frustration with this is it sounds like some of the units are being renovated once they've been emptied, but for the units that actually have people living in them, nothing is being fixed, much less renovated.
Okay, I still didn't really
Don't come here.
figure out what I was trying to figure out. Is the ceiling, I mean, it sounds like they came in and did something. I just want to make sure the ceiling's not gonna just fall. Are you at risk of the ceiling falling in, or is it just
The-
aesthetic?
It's the paint, and then I've had an issue with this. The same area that the flood came from, I've had the same issue, and this is not the first time they repaired this area, which is from, I guess, the bathroom that comes down into the kitchen. So I don't know when it can fall. It is hanging. If I need to send the attorney the video picture, because I can send it over to her through email, but I have a video of it.
Mr. Horker, how much rent is owed?
$7,990.
So 7,000.
7,990.
Okay.
$7,990. Okay. So, I'm going to grant this adjournment, but repair issues have to be addressed. I'm not saying you don't have repair issues, but you do have an outstanding balance of $8,000. That doesn't mean that the obligation to fix isn't there, but it's also an obligation to pay something. So I haven't seen your ledger. I don't know what you're paying. This is a pretty sizable balance. But please be prepared by the next hearing. Is there a request for an escrow order in here in this matter?
I'm like, I barely can hear you.
You can
I'm
barely hear
sorry.
me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are pretty quiet still.
$79.90, almost $8,000 is owed. There's some ceiling issues and some other issues, but these have to be addressed. We can't come back to the next hearing talking about repair issues. Because it may be 8,000 or 9,000 owed by then. So if we keep coming back to court and no rent is being paid, I'm not doing anybody a service. How much time do we need?
If we could do the March 13th date, that would be preferable for me, just because it will also give time for ERAP to potentially pay out, and then I will be back in town. And Mr. Horker, I sent you a chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna adjourn this matter March 13th at 9:30. Please have everything prepared for 13th. You know, very busy day that day.
You said 9:30.
9:30.
What was the date?
3/13, 3/13/23. March 13th.
Okay, is there a time?
9:30 a.m. Yeah, March 13th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
March 13th. Can I have your information?
Calling case number 22395530. Megan Gilmore versus McClement Nonprofit Housing versus Megan Gilmore and all occupants. I have appearances.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
This is Hillary Braley, P number 82889, here on behalf of Ms. Gilmer, who is here with us. Ms. Gilmer, please state your name for the record.
Megan Gilmer.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Have parties worked out a resolution?
I believe so. I believe we're doing a Sarah payout plus move. The only thing that I was not able to do is a waiver of any of the tenant co-payment that would still be due and owing. So as long as Attorney Braley and her client were okay with that, then that's what our resolution is.
Okay. Ms. Gilmore, I can explain that to you in a breakout room if you like before we actually agree to it on the record.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, give me a second.
All right, what we call this matter? Calling case number 22395531. Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus Lamar Hall and all occupants of 4132 St. Antoine Street, Unit C.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, the plaintiff.
Thank you. Is Lamar Hall present? Is anybody at 4132 St. Antoine Street, apartment number C present? Council, please proceed.
All right, at this time, plaintiff requested default judgment. Current balance is $3,410.
Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger with the default judgment. Parties, defendants failed to appear for the record. Calling case number 22395532. The Corsica Atkins or any, I'm sorry. Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus the Corsica Atkins and all occupants of 4268 St. Antoine, apartment C.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Is LaCorsica Atkins present? Anyone who lives at 4262 St. Antoine, apartment C present? The proof of service in the file, certificate of attachment, as well as a notation of lease and demand. Counsel, you may proceed.
This time, plaintiff requests a default judgment, please, Your Honor. The current balance is $1,478.
Default judgment is granted. Please submit a letter to the court along with the default judgment. Calling case number 22395533. Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corporation versus Kevin Bonney and all occupants of 4111 Crescent Drive in the city of Detroit.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Is Kevin Bonney here? Is anyone who resides at 4111 Crescent Drive in the city of Detroit? This case file, I am in receipt of a proof of service, certificate of mailing, summons, complaint, as well as a demand for possession. Counsel, you may proceed.
Here, based on the defendant's failure to appear, I'm requesting a default judgment. Current balance is $6,078.
$6,078.
That's right.
All right, yeah, please. Default judgment is granted. Please present a ledger. That file doesn't have a lease. So please present a ledger. Calling case number 22395535. This is Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus Gary Solomon and all occupants of 4266 St. Antoine, apartment A. Can I have appearance, please?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Is Gary Solomon here? anyone who lives in 4266 St. Antoine, apartment A, present? Council, you may proceed.
At this time, I seek a default judgment. The balance is $6,999.
Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger along with the default judgment. The move out dates for these default judgments will be the 27th of February because that is the originally scheduled date. So the court doesn't want to shorten anyone's time in the event that they were relying on that court date as a benchmark to pay rent or take action.
Yes, Your Honor.
Calling case number 22395536 Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus Police Attorney and all occupants of 4278 St. Antoine, apartment B.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Does anyone live at 4278 St. Antoine, apartment B? Is Police Attorney present?
Your Honor, I was not sent that case to handle, which frequently means it's a dismissal, but out of an abundance of caution, can I request an adjournment date on that?
Court has found good cause to adjourn this matter to March 13th. At 9:30 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Calling case number 22395537 Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus Era Savage and all occupants of 4133 Chrysler Drive. May I have appearance for the record?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Is Era Savage present? Is anyone from 4133 Chrysler Drive present? Council, can you proceed? You may proceed.
And at this time, I seek a default judgment, total due $2,294.
Default judgment is granted. You submit a ledger. Case number recalling 22395538 Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus Donald Gordon and occupants of 4107 Chrysler Drive, apartment A. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Horka. Donald Gordon present. Is anyone from 4107 Chrysler Drive, apartment A? Court has not heard anyone respond to the call of the court. This time, default judgment is granted. How much rent is owed?
$1,211.
Is that your request, counsel?
Yes, I'm requesting a default, Your Honor, please.
I want to put words in your mouth. Calling case number 22395539 Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. versus David Woody and all occupants of 4220 St. Antoine in the city of Detroit. Now, can I have your appearance for the record?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Is David Woody present? Is anybody from 4220 St. Antoine present?
Your Honor, this is Attorney Braley just chiming in because I'm noting that we've got like an abnormally large number of defaults today. Do we know that people knew you were switching courtrooms?
How am I supposed to know that?
I don't know, Your Honor.
I would just like to note it seems not great that we're getting all these defaults for people who might not have gotten notice of this.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do though, unless we just don't conduct court. So in the event that parties file a motion or present to the court that if people are coming into the Zoom room saying that they have court, then I have to notify them to file that motion to set it aside.
Your Honor, if I may, just for the court's edification, I spoke to.
Can I call the rest of these cases first before we start? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
All I wanted to say, Your Honor, is that a number of people had notices that they were to be in court on the 27th of February. They had notices for today and the 27th of February. So they might have been confused. That's all I'm saying, Your Honor. I'll step away.
This is how my docket was created. I have all re-notices. So every case that I've done, I might have to set aside a default and rehear it. So we'll see. So I can't not do the case, you know, and if they're not here, I'm not gonna keep pushing the date out. And then I can't put everything back on another day because then we'll have 80 cases on that day. So I'm proceeding.
Understood, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm proceeding with caution and hopefully we don't have an issue, but I'm definitely scrutinizing the judgments as they come in. I'm not really I'm paying attention to what I'm signing right now because I want to make sure at least the judgment date is after or on the same date, because I know I won't sign a writ because that's my fear. That's my fear as well. And claims counsel probably has the same fear.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you so much for your ear.
Oh yeah, I hear it, and I'm concerned, to be honest. But we'll see how it works out and act accordingly as we've been doing. Okay. Noted. Calling case number.
Did you finish Mr. Woody's matter? I think that's when we were on.
Recalling case number 22395539. David, this is Plymouth Nonprofit Court versus David Woody and all occupants of 4220 St. Antoine in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances, please?
Good afternoon, Joe Herc at P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Is David Woody present? Is anyone from 4220 St. Antoine present?
And I'm seeking a default judgment. Current balance 1,834.
1,834.
Yes.
Significantly low balance. Default judgment is granted. Please submit. The court is in receipt of a proof of service, well as a certificate of mailing, summons and complaint, and notation of lease agreement. Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger along with the judgment. And the court will not issue move-out dates until 27th of February, which was the originally scheduled date for this matter. Is Shariel Kendall?
Yes, and I spoke with her. I'm on that case.
Okay, calling case number 22395511, City Living LLC versus Shariel Kendall and all occupants of 8838 Asbury Park. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Joe Herc at P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
This is Hillary Braley, P number 82889 here on behalf of Ms. Kendall, who is here with us. Can you unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please?
Shariel Kendall.
Thank you. So at this point, Your Honor, I believe we will be entering into a conditional dismissal. I've seen an updated ledger, so we know about what the balance is, and we've agreed to a 12-month payment plan that will actually likely get paid off before then.
Okay, do we need to put any of the terms on the record?
I don't think so. Attorney Bailey and I have communicated what's due as well as our intended payment plan.
Okay, I'll look out for the conditional dismissal. Do we need a date?
I don't think so, but if Mr. Horka's more comfortable with one, I don't
think we need
care.
a control date, Your Honor. I think we're all set on this one.
Fair enough.
That concludes that matter. And good luck to Ms. Kendall, and thank you for being so patient.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And what about McMullen? What are we doing on McMullen?
I don't have approval for what was offered. I'm asking for a short adjournment on that one.
March 13th. We want, does March 13th work?
Yes, I mean, it does for me.
Regrettably, yes.
Right. The court has found good cause to adjourn this matter to March 13th at 9:30. And of course, if parties are here before 9:30, we can get it done before 9:30. But in any event, 9:30.
Thank you.
All right. We've got Gilmore, and this last one was James Morris. James Morris here? Who's on the, is anyone on, who's on Gilmore?
Ms. Braley.
Gilmer, oh, I'm sorry. I was sending a message to Mr. McMullen in the chat. Yes, I'm on the Gilmer case.
And our party's
And
ready?
yes.
Okay. And then you're last, Mr. Brea, Mr. Brea.
Perfect.
You're on deck and also batting cleanup at the same time. Yes, that makes sense. Calling case number 22395530. This is Plymouth Nonprofit Housing Corp. Versus Megan Gilmore and all occupants of 4230 St. Antoine, Unit B. May I have appearances for the record?
Afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
This is Hillary Braley, P number 82889 here on behalf of Ms. Gilmer. Ms. Gilmer, please state your name.
Megan Gilmer.
And Ms. Gilmer, for the record, how do you spell your name?
My first name,
Your last name.
Gilmer. I see that was spelled incorrectly before.
Now, and you did receive notice, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Parties may proceed.
Okay, so I believe we had discussed a conditional dismissal with a move out date of March 24th, and I just needed to explain one of the terms or lack thereof to Ms. Gilmer, and I have done that, so we are in agreement.
Ms. Gilmer, do you understand the terms of the agreement?
I do.
Okay. So the parties need to come back?
I don't think so. Hmm?
Okay.
No control date necessary.
I have another court date for February 21st as well. Do I attend that one or just this one?
Is it the same case number? Because it was probably rescheduled.
I had two different cases, like for the same thing, but it was two different cases. So I've been doing like court dates back to back. And this one was for another date, but I ended up getting an email letting me know that I had this one today. So that's the only reason why I ended up coming to this one today, because I ended up finding out that this one was happening today. But I got a letter for another one on the 21st at 9:30 as well.
Okay. Was your name misspelled on that one as well?
Most likely. Yeah, Gilmore.
Okay, let me see if I can find it real quick. But
I
yeah,
got the case number, Hillary.
okay. Is it another non-payment?
Yes.
Just give me the case number.
And yeah. Let's see I wonder what courtroom she's in. What's going on? Are we waiting on a case number?
I'm looking up the other case. Oh, it's in front of Judge Jacquet. Okay. And she's right. There's another case. The next hearing for that one's on the 21st. It's a, yes. Yeah. This has been a noted issue with this particular plaintiff's attorney. Seems to file a lot of duplicative cases for some reason. So yeah, it's another non-payment for the same property. Mr. Hork, are you able to get that other one dismissed?
Yes, that'll be a dismissal.
Okay.
This concludes this matter, unless we need a control date.
No, I don't think we needed a control date for ours. I am going to take Ms. Gilmer back into a breakout room really quickly.
Okay, and you're not on Morris James, are you? Because this is the last case.
Not to my knowledge.
All right. All right, well, that concludes Morris cases, and just waiting on. Are you representing James, Ms. Moore?
Your Honor, I was just checking. I don't see where Mr. James checked in today.
I don't see him checking in either. He's not on my check-in. Hard to represent somebody when they don't check in.
Again, I was gonna, if Your Honor would give me just a second, I'll check the ROA to see if he's one of those people at another court date, or maybe he's in a different courtroom if you do.
Everybody had another court date. Everyone, since I've been sitting on the bench, has had another court date. I mean, you can feel free to check it. I'm not saying that to tell you to stop. I'm just letting you know that, this is a everyday issue. This is an everyday issue. All right. I'm gonna call it. Calling case number 22393829. Novo Rayner Selden Investors LLC versus James Morris and all occupants of 439 Selden Street, Unit 105. Can I have appearances for the record?
Afternoon, Your Honor. Mark Bria, P84626 on behalf of plaintiff.
Morning, Mr. Bria.
Morning.
Is Mr. James Morris present? Or is anyone from 439 Selden Street, Unit 105 present? Mr. Bria, how much, do you know how much rent is owed? I have notes from the previous judge saying per defendant rent was paid.
So I am now seeing this, that as of December 17th, It does appear that he came current and then missed the next rent, but the biggest point being that he came current before missing it. So this is one that I'll have to check with the client and I guess refile because I have a 2-day buffer now of pulling up this ledger that Mr. Morris's overall balance was 0.
Okay, so.
So as of now, there's a $925 outstanding balance, but I don't act at an amount that low. I don't proceed with complaints per my agreement with the client regardless. So that combined with the.
You got two options. We can put it on the 13th or we can, I can dismiss it.
For March 13th? That actually might work because now also looking at this, that the ledger does only go through, I don't have an updated one through February. So that'll actually be perfect. I can check back in with the client, see if February's was paid, what that's at. If it's still low, anything else was paid off, I'll file a dismissal with the court. Otherwise, if the 13th comes around and it's grown, then that might be a good date to kind of proceed otherwise. So I appreciate that, Your Honor.
This is safe. I think this is reasonable. And
Yes.
if Mr. Morris is taking care of business, he'll be able to take care of business. So
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
you're welcome. Court sees good cause to adjourn this matter to March 13th at 9:30 a.m. This concludes the morning docket.
Your Honor, that was another one of those cases where he had a court date for February 27th on the ROA. And then there was a court date for today. So I'm just letting the court know that that might be some of the confusion.
And I'm like, Mr. Moore, thank you. Every case I have has been rescheduled. My docket was created off of new dates that were set out too far based on whoever, based on popular opinion.
The
I
court's
guess.
time standards? Okay.
Yeah, based on normal time standards. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So my cases, if they're all secondary dates, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I continue to say it. I'll continue to say it. We'll continue to make a record of it, and I'll entertain any motions or any issues related to it as they come. That's the best I can do. Mr. Johnson, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Your Honor.
Yes,
And
Your
give
Honor.
me your last name one more time. He logged off. All right,
Bria,
Marlon.
Bria. It was Mark Bria.
Bria, okay,
Bria, yeah.
thank you. I'm tempted to say, oh, that. All right, Mr. Johnson, what do you?
That's what I said initially.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you here for a matter this afternoon?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Are you here? What's your case number, sir?
Oh, my case number is SP 138-974-02-OT.
Okay, and you're in front of Judge Sabree?
Yes.
Okay. I have a sibling who is a judge here. So there are two Judge Sabrees here now. And you need to be in Judge Leah Sabree's courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so if you can find it, zoom into that courtroom and just let her know you're right here.
Let her know, what again?
Or let whoever's on that docket, let them know that you were in the other Judge Sabree's courtroom.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, I have an old colleague, Chief
But this concludes our docket. I see you all, I think Thursday. Thank you for the assistance.
All right, everyone have a good day.
All
Thank
right.
you too.
Thanks, Judge. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
You all.
Judge.
Thank you.
Thank